Okay, now that you have your point of sale open, we call it POS, short for point of sale. Now you're ready to scan whatever to sell. Now, I'm going to do just like a normal transaction that there's no sales, there's no staff discount, there's no CCV bucks. It's just a normal transaction. So I'm going to get my item and I'm going to scan it under the barcode. You probably heard it beep there. And so we've got one. If they want two or three or four, that's fine. You can either just keep hitting enter or you can go in and click modify, and then whatever is highlighted is what you're going to modify. Sorry. Or this one or whatever. So you're going to modify. You can change how many units by hitting, like, maybe there's 5. And then hit enter. You're going to leave the amount blank because you're not changing the price or anything like that. So you're just going to hit OK. And you'll notice that one of these turned to 5 of them. So really it's whatever's easiest. But if you know up front there's 5 of them, you can just hit 5 at and then scan. Bam. It comes in at 5. So there's a couple different ways, whatever. If you're in a rush and you just don't remember, just scan it and keep hitting enter however many there are. So let's say he's getting all these, whoever it is. Now we're going to hit subtotal. Okay. Now how are they paying? So basically at this point you're just going to say, okay, your total's $39, and they'll hand you, cash or whatever, check, doesn't matter. So if they're handing you cash, do not hit the cash button first. Tell me what they're giving you. So if they gave you 2 20s, you're going to type in 4000 and then you're going to hit cash. And then once you do that, the drawer is going to open. It'll tell you you owe them $1 cash. You give them $1 cash back, give them their receipt, and they're out the door. So now I'm going to get rid of this so we can practice a credit card one. So I'm just going to hit screen 1 and see if that works. Screen 1 just gets me back to the main screen. All right, so $39 is due. So I'm going to hit subtotal. So 39, maybe they're going to pay with MasterCard, American Express, Visa, or Discover. So you hit the Visa. You slide it through. It'll think for a while. The rule of thumb is to slide the card and hold it, because sometimes your reader doesn't read it correctly, or it might say insufficient funds or card not readable or something. So if you've already handed that card back, then you're like, oh, sorry, I have to try again, and it just gets to be a mess. So just hold it, and while it's thinking, go ahead and check the back of the card. Not everybody signs it, that's fine, but some people put CID on it, and they want you to ask for their ID. That's why they write it on there. So just ask for it as a courtesy. Now, let's say the reader just is not working or whatever. You can always manually, see how I click that button, manual? You can type it in. You would type in the card number here, type in their first and last name, how it appears on the card, what's their expiration date. You can just put their zip code right here, that's fine. And then input the code on the back, and then just hit OK, and then it'll start bringing windows up again saying it's processing. If you're still getting an error, insufficient funds, just tell them this card isn't working. Do you have another way to pay? It happens like once a year, seriously. So I'm going to just go ahead and cancel out of this. And now if they're hitting check, if they're paying with a check, which every once in a while we get one, you hit the button check. You write in their check number. Don't worry about getting their driver's license. It's really okay, but write in the check number and hit OK. And then it'll spit out a receipt and you're done. You just put the check in, the register, the till. All right, so if that's it, I'm going to go ahead and hit undo. That's kind of the magic number here. If I need to get out of something, if I'm not sure of something, or, oh gosh, if there's any question, just undo. Yes. And it wipes it blank. People aren't going to get upset or anything if you have to undo something, just as long as you're getting it right. So when in doubt, just undo the sale and you're good to go.